last week against Army, we ran into a team that was well prepared. They're well coached, and they swam well. I was pleased with the effort by my kids. It's a rough thing to go, 3.5 hours on the bus, get off and compete against a team that's prepared for you. So we're sticking to our season plan, and I'm very focused on what we're trying to do to peak at the end of the year.
I saw a lot of character in that team. We were behind upwards of 20 points at one point in the meet, and they decided that they were going to race, and they had absolute phenomenal races on the weekend. Their finishes were great. I was getting everything I was hoping I would get out of this team. I was just very pleased with the performance, and then going right down into the last relay, we had to put one of our distance swimmers, Molly Papish, in the relay, which it was a little interesting at that point, and she swam out of her mind and went a second faster than she's ever been on a relay before, and it was just an incredible team experience to be able to do that and come back from that amount, and they just kept racing, and it was a fun meet, and we always have a good meet with Army. They are a great competitor, and we really enjoy our competitions with them.
Yeah, we did. We had some good performances though. We had some people step up. Their team was a little bit more rested than we were, which kind of led to them beating us in some events. But a lot of people on our team have been working on it really hard, and I guess we've been doing really good, for how hard we've been training. Especially that's what the captains have been saying, like Joey and Kyle. They've been telling us that even in the midst of all this really hard training, that we're doing pretty good.
I think the Army meet last week was a really good meet for a lot of the swimmers. We had a lot of, although the times may not have been great for everyone, I think everyone got up and raced, and it showed in the second half of the meet, like Bob said, was really good, and everyone got up and raced so we could win the meet.
Stony Brook is one of those teams where they've got a lot of talent, and they always seem to rise up when they swim us, and I know they would love to beat us, and we would love to keep beating them. So we need to be on our toes and get a few people that are injured off the injured list, and we have to race. And that's the big thing. They've got to get up and get used to getting up week in, week out, and being able to race. Whether they're tired, they're broken down, they're sore, no matter what, they've got to race. And that's what they've been doing, and I expect them to continue that this weekend.
Again, we're sticking with our season plan. We're training. Stony Brook's a well-coached team. We'll be able to swim some kids in a few different events this weekend. But mainly we're focusing right now on backing off a little bit for the Binghamton 2-day meet, and then we're going to do a little bit more of a rest for the Terry Room ride. But really our main focus is preparing for Atlantic 10 at the end of the year.
I think we're right on track. Again, we've got a very large group of newcomers into the team, and I think that's always difficult to see where they're going to be. But we've had 7 weeks of practice, and I'm very impressed with how they approach every day. They're getting in and doing what I'm asking them to do, which is the most important thing. And they're proving that this is working on the weekends, and we're having better races every weekend. We're finishing. We're learning new things, and that's what we have to just continue to do. But I'm very pleased with where we are for not even a third of the way into the season.
Looking for it.
Well, I think it's more based on what I see daily in practice and including the meets, and I'm very pleased with where we're at. The training culture has been tremendous. Some of the workout sets that they're doing, we had 4 guys complete 85 by 100 and 105 the other day, which has never been done in this program. That was pretty impressive. The meet performance has been solid considering the workload that we're doing, so all in all I'm very optimistic and pleased with the progression.
It means a lot to be named as Rig of the Week, for the second week in a row. UMass for last week was how long, and then it means a lot, and I hope it's a really good honor for the team, and it makes me feel really special. And the USA All-American thing, I've been working really hard in high school to get my GPA up, and my grades have kind of started to slip towards the end, but then I had to kind of bring them back around, and I was glad that I was still able to keep above 3.5 and keep, go fast enough to make it there too. That made me really happy.